Yo, so what's happening, my people? It's your boy Chance Jollivet, aka Smooth, back with another video. What we talking about today? Bel-Air. So this is season 3, episode 7 and 8. So I'm gonna talk about both episodes. So it didn't really dawn on me, but somebody commented on my last video, and it makes sense. They were supposed to drop these 3 episodes, then weekly, but they dropped last week. They dropped 3 more episodes. This week they dropping 2 episodes. And I think next week they dropping 2 more episodes. I think NFL will be on Peacock as well. So I think they're trying to get them out of the way because they don't want it to butt heads with the NFL. So that's pretty smart because whenever the NFL in season and stuff, man, like people lose their minds. It's all NFL. So get it out of the way, then we can focus on one thing at a time. So that makes sense. But anyways, let's get to this episode. And so they start off the Banks family. They're going on vacation. So Viv and Phil, they finally kind of getting on the right page. So they trying to get it together. But of course, there were always some snags, some bullish to come up. So Yolanda Porter, she holding Omar feet to the fire. They're having protests, all kind of stuff, man. And now Phil is put on the spot. So you're gonna be that's his pretty much his last client because he dropped Erica and everybody. So homeboy's like, okay, you want to be my lawyer? You got to put a stop to this. So what you gonna do? He going on vacation, so his mind is all cluttered up now. He got to figure out something. He got to get these protesters off the thing. So he wants to help Jazz and them. He wants to be for the community. You got to service this client. So Phil is put in a precarious position and it's going to filter on to the family as well because Will wants to be with the people. You're going to see what I'm talking about later on in the episode. Uh, so they end up getting to the resort. We see Professor Milgram. So I think her name is Tiana on this episode. So Professor Milgram, if you are a Power fan, like she was on there, and she was the wife as well on the newest Bad Boys. She was Will Smith's wife. But it's cool to see somebody that you recognize. She's a beautiful lady as well. But they trifling. They trifling on here. Jazz and the protesters, they about to turn up. So Will goes and he sees them. He like, yo, what y'all up to? And like they start talking about how Phil is on the wrong part of history. Uh, they trying to get them out of the community. They trying to take over. We gotta really do what we gotta do. So what do they mean by that? We're gonna find out at the end of the episode. But they trying to, hey, and Will thinks he really has some power. And it's crazy. Like Omar is this big businessman, and this is like probably $1 billion project or something, like going through the city and whatnot. And Will just gets in his office and has a quick meeting with him. And he thinks that he's going to shift this man's mind. Come on, man, that's my friend Jazz and the community, and like that don't mean shit. And like you are from the hood and you didn't turn down your opportunity when you had it to go stay with your family, to keep it real with your friends. Like that's what I'm trying to do. So it's like you have to see it from my mind state as well, from my perspective. Like this is business. This is business, and homeboy can't pay his taxes and stuff. Hey, look, I'm trying to get mine. I'm not saying he's right, but that's just how he puts it to Will. Pause. And like I said, their friends at the resort, Professor Milgram and them, they some freaks. Like homeboy, he just talking shit. Like he talking about these blue pills and stuff. Like, alright. But then he talk about this morning, my wife paid for me to have a happy ending. And then we get to Professor Milgram and them, well, Tiana. And she talking about she got a little man on the side, a little 25-year-old that's breaking her back and all that. Like, oh look. And Viv and her friend, they seem a little too excited by the whole thing. Like, she wants to give Sharif some of the draws. So it's like, maybe I can get my dirt off. But okay, if they would open the marriage and she can get Sharif and say that Phil would go and let Erica get a little something. Phil wouldn't be happy about that because she been rivals with Erica all these years and stuff like that. But it's just I don't this is just trifling in my eyes. Carlton and them, so they have the house that they sell, but they don't really trust Carlton. But he convinces G to get out. So he like, man, go take your girl to so in Jeffrey, he know what's happening. So he like, I'm going to trust y'all. I'm going to trust y'all. I'm going to go out with my friend. They better be out for 11:59 and all that. So they end up having a little party, a little shindig. Can you say that it ended up being like 6 people? Like you would think they would turn up a little bit more with this big $1 million mansion and stuff, but okay. Zaire, uh, is that the name? Like Zaire and Jackie, they show up. That's messy. But the thing about it is, I could see Zaire coming out, and his girl, she didn't come with him. Had to change her plans. But him inviting Jackie, Jackie knows the residents. Like he like, yo, I'm going to Wheeling and party or Carlton and party. She should know, like, but I guess maybe she wants to be messy herself. But they kind of bury the hatchet, and whenever they get up on the scene and stuff. But Carlton's little girl, a mirror, like she is super messy, and she wants to do this game that they used to play at the rehab center, and you unleash your demons and stuff. And yo, so we find out that Lisa took Carlton's virginity, that Will and Jackie slept together. Like it's just a bunch of messy shit going on. And the mirror is kicking up all this dust because she is just chaos personified. Like she is a fucked up person. Like homeboy at the rehab didn't really care for her too much because he knew something was up with her. And we seeing it more and more in these episodes, man. Like she is treacherous, trifling. Uh, we get back to the swangers. Like man, Viv and Phil, they hugged up with these people in the pool and like, okay, Viv, you go keep him company. Yeah, Phil, you go over there. Like, okay, hey man, that's not no black shit, man. We don't do all that. We don't do that cuckolding shit and stuff, man. Like, hey, come on, that's too much for Bel-Air. Y'all stop that. Maybe I'm country. I'm from Louisiana, but hey, well, country motherfuckers nasty too. But like I still like that's too much. That's too much. Anyways, Jeffrey, he he goes out with his baby mama and they have a little something. Like I really wasn't gonna talk about that, but homeball was talking shit in the club. And then the bathroom, he tried to confront Jeffrey. Jeffrey a bad motherfucker, man. Like, hey, he a different dude. See, he hit him in the throat. Hey, choke him up. I ain't mad at that, man. Hey, he do what he had to do. So I just had to mention that little part. Will is fighting with his blackness on this episode, man. Like whenever they was talking about the game and things were coming to light and stuff, he got like a little light bulb and stuff, man. Like he trying to stay on both sides of the fence and stuff, and he like, yeah, man, this ain't right. I know what side of the fence I've been on, man. I gotta do what's right. So he boogies, and he goes to go help his friends and stuff, man. We gonna see what that consists of. A mirror ass is still on drugs, man. Like Jackie, Jackie wants to Is Jackie? Lisa. Lisa. They I be confused. Anyway, Lisa wants some lotion. She feel like she ashy and stuff. She goes in the homegirl bag, sees a little vial of cocaine and stuff. Man, homegirl, I'm having a tough time. It's my sister's anniversary of her death. Yo, every day is your sister is the anniversary. Every day. She said, yo, how many times she gonna use that? So now we see that she full of shit. She is full of it, man. She is a master manipulator. She ain't ish, man. She still on dope. She trying to tear everybody else down with her. Happily, Viv and Phil, they do not go through with the swinging shit. They be like, oh, we almost let this couple seduce us. But they do get their flame back. They go get freaky on the balcony. That's cool. But like they almost opened a big can of worms and stuff, man. Like that was, hey, I ain't like that. I ain't like that. Anyway, so the end of the episode, Jazz and his crew, they go fuck Omar Ish up. So they go tear it up, they breaking things and tearing up wires and generators and stuff. But then the last member of the crew, like he commits arson, he burns shit down. So they committed trespassing, arson, uh damage of public property and stuff, like a bunch of felonies and whatnot. And we see Will take his shiesty, put it put it in his box at the end of the episode, man. So you didn't you say you didn't want to be like your father and you want to leave, you left basketball alone. So need to leave the streets alone, but you being more and more like your father because he made a big mistake. Will has just made a big mistake. So he went commit all kind of felonies and stuff. You gotta see if that's gonna catch up with him. So that is episode 7. Episode 8, let me watch it real quick. Then get right back to y'all. Oh, so we on episode 8 right now, man. Season 3, episode 8. Shit is getting heavy. Oh, this episode right here, right here. It was just a 44-minute episode, but there was a lot going on, man. So let me hurry up and get into it. So Coco is back on this episode. Hillary Banks. Uh, she has been neglecting her own ish because she's been taking care of Lamarcus. You know, he's been in the hospital and everything. So it's good to see her back on the episode. Uh, Things are gonna start accelerating with them as far as their relationship and whatnot. We're gonna get to that later on. Will has to cover things up, man. Omar and them might have footage because they go into the crib and like Will come talk to us and stuff, man. Will, his conscience is heavy. He knows what happened. He was there for the arson and whatnot. His shiesty mask is right upstairs. So he gotta act like he don't know what's going on, act like he don't know what happened. You can kind of see the guilt on him, but they want to know if he knew anything, didn't snitch on or anything. Carlton is mad at Lisa because he's at the anniversary with his girlfriend coming up or something, maybe her birthday. I don't know, something coming up. But he bought a little Cartier, little jewelry and whatnot. She like, you sure you want to do that? Yo, why you can't be happy for me? Yo, you done took my virginity and now you messing with my cousin and stuff. But you can't be happy for me. But Lisa knows that home girl. Look, she got drugs in her possession. She might be using. She might not be good for Carlton. So there's a lot of bull-ish going on that Carlton don't know about at this point right now. And then Ashley is on some white girl ish. Like she is tripping. Uh, Phil and them is looking at her, and she having a closer relationship with a newly friend. He like, man, you show this is appropriate, this dressing and stuff like that. And she snap on him. It's like, yo, you doing a little too much, man. I feel to put that foot in her ass. Hey, Will, he opens up to Carlton. I don't think he should have did that necessarily, but Be like, man, look, I went and we were doing this and that, and then things got out of hand. Somebody started burning everything. Like, yo, why are you telling me all this? And then my father, he going through things and this and that, and this is gonna affect his practice, etc., etc. You're gonna have to come clean. So now it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gut. Now he's in a position to where, yo, you have to confess. I'm always the one hiding something. You hiding something right now. You gotta come clean. And then we find out that, man, Lisa, we finally we found out like last episode a little bit, like she is overwhelmed. Like she is doing so much. Her father has got remarried. The little woman, she ain't worth the shit. She must be going through postpartum or something. She not taking care of the baby. Like Lisa, she got to go to school. She got to work. She got to go to practice. She got to take care of the child because she gets home and her little brother be crying and stuff. The woman just be sleeping. So it's a lot of bullshit, man. Like Lisa is going through it right now. Bianca Bel-Air makes an appearance on this episode, man. So that's a dope little thing. And she is at Vic Mensa's thing, and they're gonna have a little thing that they got to do with each other. That exercise, it doesn't necessarily work. Like for team building, like Carlton and Will, they go at it. Carlton flips Will, so but Carlton kind of jacked up. So when he flips Will, they fighting in front of the white people and stuff, man. Like, well, not in front of the white people. I don't know if they do that, but yeah. So they scrapping in front of everybody and stuff. So yeah, Ashley and Eli, they getting a little too close for comfort right now, man. Like even Viv is starting to see it. She's like, yeah, I think y'all need to move these chairs farther and stuff, man. Y'all doing a little too much. And Ashley, she is just so green. She's like, oh no, nothing's happening. He has a boyfriend and stuff, man. Eli is feeling her. Hillary, she wants to stand on her own. She finally trying to get her business back together. They like, nah, you should focus on your cooking right now. You should focus on your relationship. Like instead of you being Gordon Ramsay, you need to be keeping up with the Kardashians. And she like, look, that's not what I'm hiring y'all for or whatever. Why I'm signed with y'all. Like I want to do my own thing. Like y'all got to get that together. Like this ain't the thing that we trying to push. Yolanda Porter, hey, her plan seems to be working, man. Like the development deal look like it's almost about to come to a close. All the protests, all the drama, and all the dust they've been kicking up, it's finally gonna start to pay. It's gonna be negative for Phil and them, for Phil and Omar. Might be good for Jazz if Jazz can stay out of jail. You're gonna see by that. Lisa opens up to Will, so about the cocaine and stuff. She wasn't supposed to say anything, but she already got a lot on her plate. Like it been having these secrets and stuff. She tells Will, and we're gonna see what Will does with this information. Phil and Omar, like he finally got to a point, feel like his morality outweighed his monetary goals. So he cuts ties with Omar, man. Like you're gonna have to go about your business and stuff. I don't like this deal. Like what it's gonna do for the community and stuff, man. Like peace, peace. And Amira Will confronts her, and it is not nice. It is ugly. It is an ugly-ish. Like she pops off, she snapping stuff. Eli, so he like fuck that. I am a boy. I am delivered. Like I ain't gonna Ashley is a beautiful young lady, so I guess he like, man, fuck all that. Like I wants to be straight. So he writes her a song, he's singing and stuff like John Legend and Miguel and stuff, and writes her a poem. So hey, so look like both of their journeys of being gay or whatever. Now they both about to be straight or something. Because Ashley, she's smiling and cheesing up. So hey, whatever. Uh, so Mirror crashing out. She crashing out with everybody, man. She snapping. She snapped on Will. Now she snapped on Lisa. Like she wild. So yeah. Lamarcus corny, dog. Lamarcus is corny. I know the females might be like, oh man, he was corny. Maybe the whole time. Like he's singing Jagged Edge and stuff. And that song ain't even romantic when you think about it. We ain't getting no younger. We might as well do it. You think that's romantic? We ain't getting no younger. We might as well do it. But he wants to move up the wedding and stuff, get married right away. And Hillary, her whole thing right now is she always been a runner, and they called out on it, so she wants to jump head first. She like, yeah, babe, yeah, it's cool. She don't want to marry that dude, man. She don't want to marry that dude. Like, and the fucked up thing is like, man, because Jazz in the episode, like some shit happens with him. How will that affect the upcoming stuff? Yeah. Interesting writings. Hey, the writers, I commend y'all. I commend y'all. Uh, Carlton finds out about a mirror right before the presentation, so it's like, uh, so he gonna throw away his whole future right now because you know he got anxiety. Everything is about to ball over. Will gets on the stage. He by himself. He looking very suspect, looking crazy. He trying to save the presentation. For a change, Carlton comes and saves the day. So Will is always the Superman on the show. It's nice for somebody else to come and save the day for a change, man. So he does his thing and finishes the presentation off. At the end, we gotta see well, before we get to that, Jazz, he gets arrested. So damn, they find out one person from the protest and who did the arson and stuff is Jazz. And Jazz was, well, he wasn't innocent, but he didn't burn everything down. But he does get caught. Now we got to see what's gonna happen with that. I guess Uncle Phil gonna have to try to help him the best way he can. We shall see. We shall see. And at the end of the episode, Mirror has crashed out. She didn't relapse. She in the pool. Blah 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 blah. They gotta save her. Where everything has come to a head. Like very messy, very emotional. But it was another good episode, man. We got 2 left on the season. What y'all thinking about it so far, man? If y'all watched this long ass video, because it was 2 episodes, I did into one. Anyways, man, we wrap this up. Like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest and the most hated, man. Holla at your boy.